What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. Y'all hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. So, since I made that video yesterday addressing Fat Joe's appearance on Math Hoffa's podcast, My Expert Opinion, I've had new subscribers come to the channel. Welcome to everyone that's come to the channel. I appreciate y'all support. I got content for everybody. I got a variety of content over here on this channel. Talk about sports, entertainment news, do vlogging, talk about my personal stories and anecdotes of what my life and all of that. So thank y'all for coming. But also, since me making a video, I was sifting through the comments and I saw some very interesting comments that I wanted to respond to. First of all, I do not hate Fat Joe. I don't hate him, right? I just strongly disagree with his statement that hip-hop was started by Black and Latinos 50-50. That is what Joe was saying, which created the back and forth between Fat Joe and Lord Jamar and Fat Joe and Tariq Nasheed and Fat Joe and other foundational Black Americans and all of that, right? I disagree with that statement, and that sentiment. But I don't hate them. Another thing I saw, people say, y'all hate me in particular too, because they say y'all. Y'all hate Hispanics and Latinos and all of that. I don't hate Hispanics and Latinos. I do not, right? I don't. Again, all I did in that video was defend a creation, defend something, defend Black folks' stake in something, right? Because as a people, all people have had things and inventions and stuff snatched away from us from the beginning of time, right? We've had people take credit for things that our people have accomplished and things that our people created and thought of and all of that, and we had those things snatched away from us. So with me knowing that, the history of my folks and all of that, I would be a fool to simply just let that happen again. When I said, basically what I was saying was hip hop is a Black art form created by Black American people, okay? Yes, people from all different ethnicities became participators. Yes, I even said Hispanics were some early participators of hip hop, but they were not the innovators, the creators of it. Okay, Black American people created it from Black American influences, from Black American culture, Black American music that our grandparents would listen to, etc. That's where the beginnings, the origins of hip hop lies, within Black American culture. Okay, it's not Hispanic culture. It didn't come from. They didn't have Caribbean influences in the early hip hop. Yeah, Cool Herc, Jamaican, but it was not Jamaican influences in hip hop music. That's what I'm saying. In the origins of hip hop was no Jamaican or Caribbean influences in the music. The influences came from the music our grandparents, my grandparents and my great grandparents would listen to and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, I wanted to provide clarity on that. Oh, I saw a brother. I said somebody gonna make the comment. And they was like, "How you dropping knowledge in the Celtics hat?" Now, every time I talk about Black issues and I got a Celtics hat on, I know people gonna say that. First of all, I'm young. I'm 31 years old. I'll be 32 soon. Young Black folks, we wear clothes, stuff, hats that match our clothes and match our fits, right? If I think it's a cool hat, I'm gonna buy it. I don't have to be a fan of a team or supporter of a team or supporter of the city that, because Boston had a lot of racism running all through the city, for sure, for years, right? I just thought it was a cool hat. I got a slew of hats. Y'all see me wear this hat a lot, because sometimes I can just match it with a lot of different things, right? And I'm just grabbing the first hat I can put on my head a lot of times, right? Especially when my hair not cut. But yeah, I wear hats that match my fits, man. It's not that big of a deal. But I know the brother that said that, I don't think he was serious, but if he is, I have to explain that because people always think when I wear hats of teams, people think I'm a fan of the team. No. No, I'm not. Again, I am a Chicago Bulls fan, Chicago sports fan, and I'm also a fan of any team that LeBron James on. That's my favorite player, right? But anyway, let's get past that. So also, when I was sifting through the comments, I saw people saying things like, I got into a back and forth, not even a dispute. I was just stating facts. I think it was a woman was like, y'all FBA are MAGA boys and all of that. First of all, let me tell y'all something. Anybody that subscribes to my channel will tell you I am anti-MAGA to the bone gristle. Okay? So this is not the channel for MAGA talk and MAGA upliftment. It's never been. I clown a lot of MAGA stuff a lot on a regular basis. Okay? I did not vote for Donald Trump. So that's another thing, right? What else did somebody say? Said y'all FBAs were encouraging people not to vote. So let me say this, man. I have not kept up with a lot of what Tariq Nasheed had been doing recently and all that. I haven't really been in tune with his channel much lately, right? But I'm gonna say this: I don't agree with every single narrative that Tariq Nasheed is speaking on, or everything that he pushes. I agree with some things he says for sure. I've agreed with certain things that he said, but I don't agree with every single thing that he said. And I'm a person who, I can agree with some things you say, and that don't mean I have to agree with every other thing you say because I agree with some of the things you say. And I think a lot of times with black folks, we feel like if we agree with a few things, we got to agree with every single thing you say. I'm not that type of person. I can agree with certain things you say and be like, nah, I disagree with that. Nah, I don't agree with the approach on that. So, yeah. So just because I consider, I would be considered a foundational black American because my ancestry and lineage goes directly to enslaved people in America. That's where, my ancestry can be traced directly to the enslaved population in the United States of America, which is what many would consider what people would consider a foundational black American, right? So yeah, just because my lineage lies with foundational black Americans does not mean that I agree with every single thing that Tariq Nasheed says or how he feels. You know what I mean? I'm my own person. But I agree with him in his fight against black oppression. And I also agree with his sentiment that black folks, hip-hop was not created 50-50 with black folks and Hispanics. I agree with that sentiment. Also, somebody was like, yo, the term foundational black American came around some years ago, but it's not a group. It's really a lineage from my understanding, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. Again, it's a lineage, and from what I know is a foundational black American is simply a person whose ancestry can be traced directly to the enslaved population in the United States of America. You know what I mean? And that's really what it is. Tariq added the foundational part to the name, but it's a lineage, not a group per se. You know what I mean? But I don't know, I haven't been on Tariq page in a while, so I don't know what is exactly being said right now. But I just wanted to address those things. I'm my own person. You feel me? And my thoughts are my thoughts.